Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're counting down 7 creepy videos that will literally keep you up at night. From haunted dolls to unexplainable paranormal encounters caught on camera, this list gets wilder as we go. Do not watch this alone! Let's jump straight into it. Incident number 1. Friends, most of us are very afraid of visiting graveyards. Many people believe that jinn, ghosts, and spirits roam inside cemeteries. To verify the truth of this matter, a research team went to a graveyard. While these people were searching around, they suddenly heard the sound of someone moving on the far wall of the cemetery. When everyone ran together to check that spot, they saw nothing there. Then, when they stood outside the graveyard, suddenly a strange light appeared, which frightened them greatly. Then, just as suddenly, that light vanished. When they came out from the graveyard again, they saw the same lighting phenomenon occur once more. Seeing this light, it seemed as if some spiritual presence was here. Looking at the light, many might think that lightning struck here. But actually, that's not the case. However, what actually happened here, nobody could explain. Incident number 2. Friends, the incident you are seeing now was recorded on a night camera in November 2020. Here, 3 friends formed a group and went to a haunted place. This house had been empty and locked for many years. According to the statements of nearby people, paranormal activities continuously occur here, which is why nobody comes to visit this place. After entering the house, they saw that the entire room was filled with dust. Then, while they were looking around with the torch in their hands, they noticed a doll lying in one corner of a room. Something resembling blood was visible on this doll's head. Then, when they went a bit closer to examine this scene, they became sure that it was actually blood. Seeing the blood, they became extremely frightened. Just as they were focusing on the blood, suddenly the doll turned its head. Incident number 3. Friends, the video you are about to watch now might make you faint. Currently, many people apply certain tricks with the help of which they claim to attract jinn, demons, or spirits. The person you are seeing now was also trying to apply such tricks. He had probably read somewhere that if you paint a diagram like this on a wall, jinn and ghosts will appear before you. For this reason, this person created such a painted diagram on one wall of his room. Although this person did not believe in jinn and ghosts at all, he created all these things just for fun. He wanted to prove that there is nothing like jinn or ghosts in this world. After creating this diagram, he installed CCTV cameras around the room so that if any paranormal activity occurred inside the room, he could capture and watch it. Then, the person saw on the CCTV that a doll lying inside the room started moving on its own, as if someone had kicked it and pushed it aside. Then, some objects in the room automatically cut and fell down. Then, a tool kept inside one room also started moving on its own. When the person saw all this CCTV footage, upon seeing it, he nearly lost consciousness. Incident number 4. Friends, due to the coronavirus virus, a lockdown has been imposed. As a result, people are now avoiding contact with one another. However, there are some thieves who have taken this as their biggest opportunity. In this video, this girl was standing by the roadside with her bicycle, waiting to cross the road. Then, a suspicious person on a bike approached the girl from behind, came close to her, and tried to snatch the gold chain from her neck by pulling it. However, the girl caught hold of the thief. Then, the thief's bike fell down. Then, all the people nearby started coming forward to help the girl, and a large crowd gathered in the middle of the road. This thief tried very hard to escape from there but could not run away, and everyone together started beating him as they wished. Incident 5. Friends, we all know that some people have the habit of sleepwalking. But how would it feel when a person starts doing paranormal activities while asleep? Hearing this might sound strange to many, but in the video you are watching now, something exactly like this was seen. This video was recorded from a hostel's CCTV camera. Here, 2 roommates were sleeping on the same bed. Then, one roommate suddenly sat up from the bed. After a few moments, standing beside the other sleeping roommate, he started doing strange dances. Then he went to the dining room and to take a water bottle, he stood in one place and grabbed the water bottle from the other side of the table. Just as he reached his hand to take the water, his hand suddenly stretched to an abnormal length from its normal state. Then he drank the water, came back to the bed, and lay down again. So friends, those of you who stay in hostels or stay together with friends in mess accommodations, please be a little careful. It's possible that your friend might wake up in the middle of the night and do such terrifying things. Incident 6. Friends, the video you are watching now was recorded from inside an empty bungalow. This bungalow has been locked and abandoned for several years. According to the statements of nearby people, various ghosts and spirits supposedly reside here, so nobody stays here. To see this matter with his own eyes, one person entered inside this bungalow. As soon as the person went inside the bungalow, He started hearing sounds of objects falling from different directions. The sounds came in such a way that it seemed as if someone was throwing things down. Then the person entered the room from where these sounds were coming. When he opened the door and entered inside, he saw nothing there. Even inside the room, there was nothing that could fall from above. The room was completely empty. Then as he was leaving that room, he heard the sound of a small child singing from another room. Then the person ran quickly and entered that room. Going there, he saw that there was nothing in that room either. Then the person tried to talk to the small child, but the child kept singing continuously. Then, after leaving that room and going through several other rooms, he saw that the ceiling fan in one room was automatically rotating slowly, even though there was no electrical connection in this bungalow at all. Then, when he left that room, the fan immediately stopped rotating. Then the person left the room in fear, and he began to feel that there was something inside the room that humans cannot see with their eyes. Incident 7. Friends, almost most of us really enjoy watching ghost movies, where an invisible power is seen doing strange things. Although it sounds strange, it's true. Such invisible powers are sometimes seen in real life, not just in movies. The video you are watching now was recorded by a YouTuber named Hassan. First, Hassan went to shoot a scary video in an abandoned building, but he didn't know that this building was haunted. As soon as Hassan entered inside this building, various doors started closing and opening automatically by themselves, which frightened this YouTuber greatly. Then, he ran and entered another room, locking the door from inside. But the jinn went there too, and with the help of a pipe broke that door down as well. Hassan then quickly started running down the stairs. When he was coming down the stairs, someone pushed him from behind, as a result of which he tumbled and fell down. Anyway, Hassan was lucky. Before any major accident could happen, he survived and escaped from there coming outside. Alright, that's today's countdown. Which clip shook you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more creepy content like this, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.